Hey folks, Coolity here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2017. We're playing against Ayr United, and today we've got a match against Dundee United in a Ladsbrook Championship League match. We are at home, hopefully things will go well. We're on an excellent tear here, whereas it felt like things were going rough for a little while there. We are really on a good run. We're undefeated in 8, and out of those, 5 of them have been wins. So our ratio is getting more and more and more attractive over here. If we can beat Dundee, then we'll feel pretty good about ourselves. It's not like there's anything special about that particular match. But obviously, we do want to keep winning as many as we can. See if we can keep ourselves solidified in the top half here. Again, if we can exceed that mid-table expectation. I assume mid-table means from 5th to 8. So not, in league for promotion, not in a fight for relegation either. So as long as we end up, I guess, 8th and above, we'll have satisfied this, presumably. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure what exactly they mean by mid-table in this situation. Do they literally mean like 5th or 6th or better? Well, in which case, we are looking on track to do that. We're almost halfway through the season at this point. Again, there are 36 games overall. We have played 15, so we're nearing the halfway mark. 28 points, tied in second, which is great. Going to play against Dundee, 6th overall right now. And I can't remember, we did face them. We must have faced them at this point, almost certainly. There we go. We beat them 2-1 in an away game. And this was early on when we hadn't really figured out our full stratagem yet. I'm still feeling very confident about our current setup. Yeah, I'm okay with this for now. All right, let's go ahead and get her done. See what we can do. I can't believe, what's his name? Geegan hasn't gotten another yellow card in like 6 games or something crazy like that, because he's been on the cusp of suspension for some time now. Now, he might be playing a little bit more cautiously, or might just work out that way. This referee seems actually relatively aggro with the yellow cards. Not crazy, but at 2.4, that's a little higher than what we've seen for some of them. Really light on the red cards, but I mean, statistically, it may have just been the matches that he's done. I don't suppose we can find out anything specific about this referee. Can't click on him here anyway, so I don't know. Looks like they're going to be playing what looks to be a flat 4-4-2, which seems very common, of course. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, they have 2 people out. Someone with broken ribs and a twisted knee. And that bodes well for us. We have been remarkably blessed to not have too many injuries so far this season. I have to say, like, a big part of why things have been going so well may be because we have pulled so few injuries. I gotta say, Andy Geegan doesn't have the greatest overall score, but honestly, I think he does play a very good role for us. And I'm still happy to have him on the team playing over there. He's the lowest average. Still slightly better than a game. I think you start the game at 6.7, so anything above 6.7 means you're at least doing halfway okay. Nicky has done substantially amazing for us. One of the reasons I've gotten to start it again. Mostly because I realized he actually has a really high potential ability. I was just playing him basically as a 2-star dude. I'm like, oh, I don't know if he's that good. I forgot about his potential ability. So if we can get him really... get him some more practice, he could turn out to be particularly strong for us. He's got that great natural fitness, which is fantastic. We've got him on contract until 2020 at this point, which is really good, so we don't have to worry about him going anywhere, and we can train him up. We are just training him as I guess, just playing position, but really, I think we may, I don't know if this matters, but explicitly actually, you're going to be training as a fullback. Probably not a wingback. A fullback's going to be fine. Hopefully we can get you a little bit more offensively minded. The one shortfall that Nicky has is his cornering, or his crossing is particularly bad, which is why we are working on that right now. His finishing is also very poor, but I mean, actually, the finishing is fine. That's not what his job is. It's passing is what I was going to say. His passing is also not fantastic. So physically, he's got a lot of potential. If we can actually get his technique improved, that's going to go a long way to make him a strong player. His marking is good, his tackling is good. So his defensive role is excellent, and I'm happy with where it is. I would like it if he could be a little bit more competent in the attack as well. So hopefully that will happen. But I mean, and that's the thing, he's very playable on the defensive side at this time. So we'll go with that. Anyway, we're going to submit our team. That's going to be fine. We'll take a little warm up. We are playing at home. I don't know how many people were in the audience. I think that last screen says. I wonder if is there any way back to get to that? Any way to get back to that match summary? I bet you there's a tab for it. We are the slight favorites. Lineups. Overview. I mean, I think one of the inbox messages will have something about that. We're the favorites. I don't think it says how many tickets were sold yet that I can see on here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, let's just go ahead into the match. It's going to be fine. Continue to opposition instruction. What do you got? Advice. Oh, that's interesting. You're not suggesting marking this other striker, which I think I'm going to disagree. But I wonder if there's any specific reason why you wouldn't have done that. I don't know. I mean, I think they tend to mark people who are bigger threats and whatnot, and maybe this person hasn't been as performing. But the whole idea of our defense is to make sure to keep the two strikers tightly marked. And you're marking the two wingers, which actually is very much what I would like to do. And once again, you know what? Maybe I won't hard close down the fullbacks, because maybe that contributes to some of our occasional being pulled out of position. Maybe we'll accept the fact that we're going to invite them to, give them time to do a good cross, but mark everyone, the people that they're likely to be crossing to. Of course, the center midfielders might also be someone for that, but I think this is going to be okay. All right, yes, we are expecting to pick up where we left off. Keep our good run going. Let's get her done. And of course, I have faith in you with great passion that you can make a difference in here. Excellent. No one's got like stupendously maxed out morale, but everyone's pretty darn good morale-wise. That's good to see. Counter mentality, flexible, and our instruction, we are going to be starting to play more direct passing style. So we're really going to try to move the ball up far when we're on the counter attack. Someone's going to move up ahead. We'll get the ball quite far forward. Our passing percentage has been pretty good so far. And with our narrow but quite vertical orientation, I think there's still going to be a lot of good passing targets at multiple distances. So near or far, we're going to have an opening available to us. So again, let's see here. There's got to be a place where we can get information about how many people are here. Match stats? Oops. I don't know. Well, let's see how it goes. We start with possession ball. We're in the white kit today, which is, of course, our home kit. Kearney, makes a run at the defender and then passes. Very nice. There's actually, Devlin moving quite far forward. That's interesting. Still on support over here. I'm not actually used to seeing Devlin move quite that far forward, but he probably saw a good position, got in there. He could potentially cross it to Thomas. Oh, he was offside. Yeah, all right. Way too far forward, Dev. Nice try, though. Can't complain too much about the attempt, I suppose. Craig Moore with the free kick. Oh, Bernie's going to move it forward, but he's got no assistance over there. So Devlin's just going to casually walk up to the ball. Move it over to Moore, who is still playing on the flank. There's Crane trying to get over to the flank. Moves it back to Doherty, and then Crane's going to get back to his position for offense. Harkins to Moore. Moore does take the shot. Nice fast play. Goalkeeper was easily in the way there. Didn't seem like the fastest kick by Moore, but still well worth the attempt. Excellent offensive play overall. Love the passing style going on there. And we're trying to, with the highlight system that we've got, we may not actually always see our counterattacks. It would be interesting. You know what? Let me temporarily, we're going to switch to comprehensive. Or actually, you know what? I'm just going to go to full match highlights for a little while. No, you know what? Hold on, because that'll show all the downtime and everything. I'm going to go comprehensive. I just want to try to see what our counterattacks look like. Hopefully, it'll show us here from the goal kick. Oh, it doesn't. Maybe I should have gone full match after all. I'm curious to see what our counters look like. Nice passing move over there. Geegan goes wide to Dev, who, again, his crossing ability is quite poor. And I might not want him on support. Just, in other words, literally not encourage him to be that far forward and have that many people go there. But because if he's not going to contribute that well to the offense, it might actually be a really good idea to have him stay a little bit further back. I mean, this is the only way that he can get a little bit more practice on the offense, but I think until he trains up his crossing, it's meh. He's only on support, and he's a fullback, not a winger. I don't know. Let's leave him there for now. You never know when something might happen. See, this is totally okay. I mean, his passing's an 8, which is acceptable. And a lot of times he's not going to be pressured super hard. And he's going to have a lot of angles to pass too. So I think passing of 8 is more than sufficient for the role we're expecting from Nicky Devlin over here. Captain of our team. Yeah, and that's a long contract. We may be able to do some really good things with him going forward. Crane. Oh, that's interesting. Would that not have been a goal kick, Mr. Crane? Crane, did you just make a series of moves that resulted in us getting scored on? Is it going to go far enough back here? No, not far enough back. I want to scrub just a little further back to here. So, starts with a free kick. Passes over to Obadiah, who's going to take a kick, go wide to Robson, who does a big cross. Yeah, see, this, if Crane had just let it go, that would have been a goal kick. We would have just dumped it out of here. Instead, he decides to play the ball, not noticing that it was going out. It goes to the opposition. Andre was wide open. He's got a lot of time to think about his play. Meanwhile, Smith isn't being tightly covered at this time. Oh, it's actually McBurney that gets in there. And he was being covered. But yeah, that all started by a misplay by Crane. Huh. God damn it. Another corner kick over here. We're definitely being hammered at here. Okay, Doohan gets his hands on it. That looked really tight there. There was a lot of people in our end. Yeah, that is extraordinarily displeasing. Harkins isn't able to hold on to it. Compare this to our last game. We're certainly feeling a lot more hammered. Oh, nice play by Doherty. Did you see him just run in there and grab that ball? Unfortunately, our offensive play isn't going to be able to do it. Our pass completions are really good. So at 83%, you know, clearly we're not... Oh my god! Thank goodness. Okay, McBurney. He's being, like, covered, right? Opposition. Is he one of the strikers? He is one of the strikers. We might have to, like, tackle him harder, although I'm worried that that's going to lead to a penalty kick. So, maybe not that. Preferred foot, right foot. Like, I still don't really know how to take advantage of this sort of stuff. He's just very, very, very dangerous. That's all that's happening here. All right, Kearney clears it a little bit, but they still have possession. Again, we may have been too clustered over there. That goes out. That's a goal kick to us. Finally clearing this out of here. All right, I'm going to go back to just extended plays as opposed to comprehensive. Good God. Oh, there we go. Crane. Beautiful position. Is that going to make up for what happened before? No, you just give it away. Crane, though, is really speeding around a lot and getting those balls back. That's good. You just got to be a little smarter sometimes when the ball's going to be going out. Over to Kearney. You don't hold on to it. Nope. To McBurney. We're really having a hard time making the plays. We've only got 2 shots in 30 minutes in. Yeah, they've only got, 4 now. But one of them went in, so it turns out that that's good enough. We're not getting the shots. Which clearly means they're defending well. But it's like, it's weird to think about. They're completing the passes. Do we need to increase the tempo then? Maybe, here's the thing. Okay, there's an interception there. But we've got 80% pass completion, right? They're winning a lot of tackles, 63%. No, they're not even winning. They're not even tackling that much. 7 times. Like, I was going to say, maybe the passes are completing, but then either before we pass or after we pass, then we're getting, we're losing the ball due to a tackle. So what we could do is increase the tempo to reduce the opportunity for the team to do that. And I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to increase the tempo. It might lead to a few more mistakes on the offense. It might reduce our pass completion efforts if we're just trying to dump the ball a little bit faster. But I think that's the sort of thing we may have to try here. Again, just clearing the ball over there. Do we want to play out defense or anything like that? That's got a lot of risk. But rather than dump the ball, play it out. I mean, that would still open up passing. So I don't think that would be, I don't think that would make the counterplay or the direct football style ineffectual. Kearney dumps it to Doherty. Doherty looking for an opening. It's quite cluttered in the middle here. Thomas gets it taken away. Railston was in a good position to potentially open up a flank there. I mean, the core of the play is still going to be the pressure in the middle. I'm wondering, though, and again, I hate, overloading things, but should we exploit the flank or dump it to the flank or something? Is that going to be a goal kick or a corner? It is a corner. Good God. What's the possession? We have 57% possession, but you wouldn't think it. Their possession just feels a lot scarier. That dump is perfectly fine. I can't complain about that. Yellow card for Flew. That's the first yellow card of the match, and it goes to the other side. We have a decent number of shots, but some of them long range. No, we only got 3 shots. I'm not going to tell her to work the ball into the net. We don't have that many shots. I don't know what you're talking about. At all. Halftime. Listen, Show some desire. That's, yeah, show a bit of desire. Come on, there you go. Get motivated. What if we just... No, not clear to both flanks. Sort of just want to clear it in one flank. Hit early crosses. I don't think we want shoot on sight. But do we want to start doing hit early crosses? Just to get it in front of their net a little faster. And maybe one of our people can rush past the defenders and complete the play. Well, here's a question. Hang on a sec. If I go... Let's look at the stats here. So it's not air stats, right? No. It's, sorry, analysis teams, Air United, aerial challenges. Crane. Geegan. So these are defensive, yeah? Well, I guess I could take a look at the shots for air. Okay, yeah, those are defensives. So we're not winning the things over there. I wouldn't want to do a float cross. In fact, I think it's pretty consistent that we don't win very many offensive headers. So let's start using some whipped crosses. I'm going to remove that. We're going to change our crossing style. I mean, low crosses are really easy. Perhaps lacking size, quicker off the mark, can lose an opponent. Deliver the ball into the box with pace. Swerve and dip in order to make it as hard as possible for defenders to deal with them. Like, I don't exactly know what the language here means. But yeah, I think I'm going to change overall to not use mixed crosses going forward. And we might just focus on something like a whipped cross in the future. Let's do that. We're going to need to talk to... Okay, I already talked to the team. Try to get them fired up. They've got one yellow on their side. Still too early to do any substitutes on our side as well. Crane. Okay, again, Crane. What are you doing? I don't know what you're trying to do here. That would have just been a goal kick. What? Why are you dumping it off to the side and giving them a header? I actually don't understand at all what Crane is trying to achieve. A bunch of his stats are dropping, which I don't know why. His decisions are supposed to be good. His concentration is supposed to be good. Is it part of the attack mentality? Dribble more, run, cross, get further forward. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, here, maybe this. As a team instruction, work ball out of... Well, see, I was going to say play out of defense. Right? Encourages players to pass their way out from the back rather than clear the ball long. I guess we're going to try this. I don't think that's going to solve the Crane problem, but it is overall what we're looking to do. Don't just dump, try to pass. I mean, sometimes you've got to dump it out, but I don't know what Crane's doing there. See, that's a fine clear. That, I believe, is going to be a corner there, unfortunately. Nicky gets in the way, which is perfectly legit, because that could have been a goal. And lead to another corner, which is a little unpleasing. Geegan clears it over to Mordock. Mordock still has control over the ball. And we have good cover there. Robson, I mean, do we want to start doing something to flank? Moore trying to clear. Oh, does Doherty get there? He does not. Like, is this a control-style play? Like, what are they doing on the other side? There we go. Moore's got the ball now. It's a little isolated, but he's got a passing target. Harkins, excellent. Harkins, Geegan. Geegan moves it way forward to Thomas. That, I think, is the direct passing style there. But, I mean, our pass completion is still good. Our possession is still good. Hard to believe, but there it is. Harkins! Get it up there. Okay, not quite to Thomas, but he did have a lot of people in between. Thomas loses the ball to Robson. And looks like we are going to be able to recover it here, maybe. Bit of a fight for it, but Harkins got it. Moves it up to Thomas. Thomas is pinned in there. Back to Moore. Moore gets to Harkins. Harkins can get it to Geegan, who probably won't want to shoot, but is he going to be able to get the ball away? Looks like no, but Magat's easily able to win possession of the ball again. Geegan looking for an opening. The question is he going to move it right up into the middle there or go to Crane at the flank? I kind of like the idea if we could get it. Well, Crane currently is would be offside, so that doesn't work. Kearney to Moore. Harkins. Wide to Crane, who crosses it. Looks almost lucky to that. Like, did you really try a shot? I don't know what you were trying there. The whip crosses are a lot harder to do, I realized. Low crosses are much easier to accomplish. So the question is, though, with the low crosses, do we have the raw speed? See, Thomas doesn't have that much acceleration or pace. Moore's got a good amount of acceleration and pace, actually. So Moore might be in a better situation to try to take advantage of that. Did I make another tactical change? Let's use low crosses. It'll be a little simpler. You know, I don't usually like overwhelming with the team with this many custom instructions. It's like too much micromanagement. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a beautiful assist. Too much space inside. Need to mark him specifically, aren't we? Oh, mark him specifically. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. So, on the opposition side, McBurney, we could mark you specifically. Not with Nicky, because Nicky's supposed to be one of the middle guys. You know what? I've just realized what might be the solution here is going back to this. That's actually probably exactly what we are missing. Because we specifically made our strategy to counter this flat 4-4-2 with the strikers that go down the middle in that diamond formation. We haven't been playing that diamond formation. And I think that's what we've been missing there. Well, let's go ahead and move to a more attacking mentality here. Because we need to try to get something going. Nicky to Crane, Crane to Harkins, Moore. Oh, takes a shot. Kearney to Doherty with a long shot. Does get stopped there. That was nice. That's good effort. But yeah, that's sort of anchorman, which is a different type of position. I'm with specific responsibilities. So I don't know if that's the best way to word it, but it is what it is. I mean, and either Doherty or Geegan can play that defensive midfielder, ball-winning midfielder kind of position. I think this is going to be fine. Moore back to Devlin. Kearney in the middle. Over to Harkins. Gets it to Moore. Moore was slightly out of position, and he wasn't able to turn and get a good quality shot, unfortunately. But, I mean, good effort. Our shots are getting back here. Is there anything we can want to do? Not connecting with crosses. Like, no. I think I'm happy with these low crosses, actually. I think that's going to be a good idea going forward. Get the ball out of there. They're still going to have control. With only 19 minutes left. Okay, we haven't done any substitutions yet, so let's take a look at this. Who's having kind of a bad day? Well, Jamie Thomas is having a bad day, so let's go and get Nisbet in there. Who else is doing kind of poorly? You know, maybe Caleb Crane, but, I mean, we could bring in Paddy Boyle over here. You know what, let's go ahead and do that. Boyle, do we want to still have you play in this sort of attacking wingback? And I think the answer is yes, actually. And then what about tiredness? Gary is getting a little bit tired, but we don't have a really good sub for you, so I don't know about that. Paul Kearney. Let's bring it in Robbie Crawford to replace you over there. Okay, let's do that. So, big triple sub with 19 plus minutes left in the game, depending on extra time. God damn, I thought that was going to be another goal by McBurney over there. All right, triple sub. We're still on the more control mentality, so a little bit more attack mentality. Big long shot from Harkins. I mean, do we want to try working the ball into the box? We might want to try to encourage it. I'm starting to think... Play out defense. Yeah, I guess we could move it a lot faster if we weren't playing out of defense. We could even start passing into space if we really wanted to move the ball up quickly, but I'm not sure that that's a good idea. Our pass completion is still phenomenal. 81% versus their 70%. Oh my god. We're just getting wrecked here. Just getting wrecked. I mean, it's probably too late for this, but Geegan, your job... Oops, that's not the button I want. I want from here. Geegan, like, you need to specifically... That's probably what I should have done from the start. Stay on him all the time. It's your one goal in life. And you've already got tackle harder and all that. He's wide open. Doherty, Geegan. Everyone's moving out over here. Like, why is there no one on him? We got him to be specifically marked, but... Yeah, I should have had a man-on-man marking of McBurney from the start. That's what I should have done. That's going to be... That's a good point. Like, well, how quick is he? Can we do that? But in a sense, that's what the defensive midfielder, that's what his role is going to be. To specifically mark the most dangerous striker. And maybe we actually don't do as much like, you know, mark always commands. You need both mark always and specifically mark? I suspect they're probably redundant. Nicky getting a bit tired over there. Harkins, can you get your free kick? No. Like, everyone is just like, just doing terribly. Why? Sometimes it feels we really fall apart in these home games. This is not going to go over well with the fans. At all. At all. Should have won this one. We haven't been outshot that much. But, yeah, the problem has been that we left McBurney open right from the start, every time. Yeah, I should have responded to that sooner. I should have pulled back the defensive midfielder, and I should have done the man-to-man marking there. Okay, well, we'll know. Higgins, Doherty, Crawford, Egan, and that's that. That is that. Yeah, no, I'm pissed. I'm not going to be aggressive, but I will be assertive. That was not good enough. We should have won the match. That is incredibly, incredibly disappointing. Incredibly, incredibly disappointing. Oh yeah, we picked up another scout. That's going to be fine. It's going to help us going into the next, well, the next trading season. Especially if we do successfully dump a few of our players. We've got a few of our players. We're looking to sell them off. Some people we couldn't get their contracts going, and there's a few people who have just we're not really playing at all. So we're looking to get rid of them. I mean, some people have potential. Wardrop's not bad, but we're not playing him. We're not making use of him. So why keep him on the squad, right? So we may as well. Did I remember to actually set you? It's possible that I didn't. No, we want you to be transfer listed. And actually, I'm just gonna let the assistant do it for like you can sell for as little as half value. It's gonna be fine. And just sort of get him off the payroll. That's gonna be okay. Well, son, I am disappointed. I'm very disappointed. What you got? We had some interesting potentials. I don't know who we're looking for yet. If we're looking for anyone. Well, I mean, we'll always be on the lookout for a little bit of something here. If we could get a really good left winger, we could look into a different composition. But yeah, I'm gonna pull you back here. Actually, I think Doherty is more comfortable back there. Yeah, he's much more comfortable back there. We'll leave you in support though. That's gonna be fine. Help you move the ball forward. We're gonna keep. I think the more direct is still fine. I'm thinking we do want to work the ball into the box some more. My team's just not getting it done when we're shooting from further away. Let's really try to get it up further if we can. You know, it might be hard. We might not get as many shots. But honestly, I don't know how many shots we're getting in general right now, so we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm very disappointed by this loss. I'm crushed by this loss. It's horrible. But our position is still not terrible. Looks like Wraith lost theirs as well. And Falkirk drew, because we're 28, 28, and 24. Hibernian's taking a bit more of a lead, which, fair enough. But things are not dire, but I'm very disappointed by that game. Thanks for watching. See you next time.